In this video, I'll be sharing my exact Facebook ad strategy that I'll be using all of 2024 to generate thousands of dollars a day in sales on my dropshipping stores. This strategy works for any budget and any level of experience. It doesn't matter if you're a complete beginner, e-com expert, or anything in between. So if you're excited to learn how I run my Facebook ads, drop a like and subscribe for more content just like this. My name's Alex if you're new. I don't want to waste a second of your time, so let's get right into the video. All right, I want to briefly go over the framework for my Facebook ad strategy moving into 2024. Some of this might not make sense to you guys if you're a complete beginner, but I'll be explaining all of this in just a moment, so bear with me. You guys want to start off with an ABO campaign with $50 or $100 daily ad spend. This all depends on your own circumstances and your own budget. You guys want to start by testing one interest per ad set with a $10 daily budget per ad set. So if you guys have 10 different interests testing at $10 per day, there's your $100 daily ad spend. You're just going to let that run for at least 3 days. So the Facebook ads algorithm can learn and optimize your ad sets and choose who to show them to based on your inputs. After those 3 days, you guys will have a better understanding of which ad sets are winners and which ones are losers. You guys want to cut your poorly performing ad sets and forget about those interests for now. But the ad sets that are actually performing pretty well, you guys want to duplicate those into a CBO campaign with $100 to $500 daily ad spend, all depending on your own budget. You guys want to introduce new interests based on performance and increase your budget by 20% every couple of days. So if you guys have a $100 a day CBO campaign with your winning ad sets within, you guys want to increase it to $120 a couple of days later if it's still profitable. Like our interests, we always want to be introducing new creatives into the mix. So some best practices when you're creating any type of ad, that can be a video, image, or anything in between. You guys want to work with compelling visuals, only use high quality content for your advertising. If you guys are using low quality images or videos, your audience will notice that and they'll look at your brand as a low quality company. You guys always want to have a clear call to action, whether it's at the end of a video or just a simple graphic inside of a picture. You guys need to tell your customers what to do next and where to go next in order to complete their purchase. You guys need to make sure your dimensions are optimized for each device, depending on each platform that you're posting on. And of course, you guys want to make sure you focus on A/B testing so that you guys are putting out different forms of each advertisement to see which one sticks with your target audience. So now let's take a look at an example of an image ad as well as a video ad, both of which are for a dog jacket that is currently trending. All right, this is an image ad from Furry Bay for this dog jacket that you can see right here. So they said the dog face jackets are essential to your dog's wardrobe. Then they go on with a little more information about this product right here. One thing that you have to be careful with any product that you sell is you got to make sure it's not copyrighted. Obviously the dog face probably isn't copyrighted, but it's a direct ripoff of the North Face and they can definitely go after you for using this product. So you definitely want to be careful with trademarks and copyrighted products and all that good stuff. If it's similar or too close to something like this product is, you probably want to avoid selling it. But they have the primary text up here. They actually have a carousel ad, which is a variation of a bunch of different images with their call to actions down here, shop now. So it's a pretty basic and simple ad. They started running it last night, but there's definitely a lot more you could put into this when you start creating them yourself. All right, here's a video ad of a dog jacket from Paul Beebe. You can see for their primary text, they said, keep your furry friend warm this winter with our waterproof dog jacket. Then they have some bullet points underneath it of some of their features. They have their call to action at the end, shop now for 50% off. It's a pretty basic video, but I like the graphics in the video. I like the captions and I like how they set up this ad. So it's performing pretty well for them. You guys can see they have almost 2,000 shares, almost 2,000 comments with 6,000 reactions. And this was just posted last month on September 7th. So you guys can move over to Canva when you're ready to start putting together your creatives for your advertisements. So I just made this basic little ad in 30 seconds to show you guys the basic elements of what you might want to include in your own image ads, but you definitely want to pay a lot more attention to detail when you go to create yours. So you always want to start with a high quality graphic of your product. A lot of times you want to show your product in action. So if you're selling dog jackets, you don't just want to show a dog jacket with a white background. You want to show a high quality image of your dog jacket on an actual dog. And this one works perfect because this dog is outdoors in the snow and it shows that it's keeping him warm. You guys always want to include a graphic of your actual offer. I just did a basic 50% off offer for the purpose of this video, so I threw that graphic in the corner to catch the user's attention and get them to stop scrolling. A lot of times what people like to do is include some form of a testimonial or features and benefits of the product, both of which I did down here to show you guys as an example in this video. So I put some benefits down here. I said it's rainproof, it's tear-proof, and it's weightless. You guys always want to include things that the customers are actually going to care about. They want to know that it's rainproof, it won't get your dog wet, that it's tear-proof, that your dog's nails are biting the jacket, it's not going to tear it up in just a couple of weeks, and that it's weightless and it won't bug your dog. A lot of times you guys also want to include some form of a quick little testimonial to show that other people bought your product and they actually like it. So I said my dog loves his new jacket. You guys don't have to include both of these. I would definitely include one or the other when you guys start off testing. I would test them against each other to see which one performs the best. But I just wanted to create a quick little graphic to show you guys what to do when you start making your image ads. Now, when you guys want to start creating your video ads, if that's the route you want to go, you'll want to download a bunch of different videos of your product, but also order your product on Amazon so that you guys can get it right away and start shooting your own custom unique content with it. But for now, while you guys are waiting for your product to arrive, or if you just want to start off testing with videos that are already on the internet before you order it yourself, you guys can go on Google Videos, type in your product, and download any videos that you see featuring your actual product. Same thing with TikTok. I just typed in dog jacket on TikTok. Now it's going to show all the different TikTok videos highlighting these dog jackets. You guys can just download them, throw them on a video editor like CapCut, and create some engaging, compelling video ads with captions and music and everything else you need to engage your audience. Now, of course, if you guys are new to this or aren't comfortable putting together these videos, or if you just plain out suck at video editing, you guys can purchase a proven to convert video ad package directly from a company like Viral Ecom Ads. The reason I mentioned Viral Ecom Ads is because this is the company that I go to when I purchase video ad packages, and I've never been disappointed. I have nothing but good things to say about them. If we scroll down a little bit, you guys can see right here are their best-selling video ad packages. This is probably the one you'd want to go with, their split testing ad package. It comes with 4 different ad variations for your one winning product. They're super simple to purchase. You guys just go on the product page, you're going to build your bundle. You guys want to select your quantity. You guys can actually save more money by bundling up and purchasing more videos at once. Then you guys want to choose step 2 if you want to add a thumbnail or an image ad to your bundle, as well as a story ad. You guys are going to click buy it now and fill out a submission form with more information about your winning product. You guys can actually save 15% on your video ad package by using code Alexander15. Now, of course, if you guys really want to save some money and get the most amount of value for your investment, you guys can purchase this package for $15 instead of that $60 pricing point just by joining their VIP program. Their VIP program gives you 75% off all video editing packages, 30% off UGC, 1-day delivery time, as well as revisions and priority support. This allows you guys to test as many products as you want for incredibly cheap. I'll leave a link down below so that you guys can check these guys out. I highly recommend their services. All right, when you guys are ready to create an ad campaign, select this green create button over here on the left-hand side. Select sales as your campaign objective. Let's hit continue. We want a manual sales campaign. We want full control over the setup process, and we're going to give it a name. So since we're testing that dog jacket, I'll just say dog jacket test 1, ABO $50. And that'll be our budget for the purpose of this video. So you guys want to leave all of this blank. When you guys actually start to set up your CBO campaigns with your winning ad sets, then you'll want to turn on your advanced campaign budget down here. Set your daily budget, whatever it is, $200 a day. But for now, we're just going to leave this blank. We're going to turn it off. We want all of our spending on the actual ad set level. So with that being said, let's move over to our first ad set. We're going to set up all of this. I'm just going to call this ad set 1 for now. We're going to be changing the name of this in just a moment, depending on the interest that we start off targeting. So it really doesn't matter what you call any of this for now. We'll be changing all of it later. So conversion event, you guys are going to want to select purchase. We want purchases as the objective of this campaign. We want our daily budget to be $10 a day for each one of these ad sets. You want to set your schedule to start running the next day at midnight. So you want all of your ads starting at midnight. Location, you're going to leave blank for now, unless there's a certain location that you want to start off testing. But I generally start off testing all of my products in the United States. And then once I have some winning interest in ad sets, I start duplicating those into other countries like Australia, Canada, United Kingdom, New Zealand, or any countries that make sense for my product selection. We want to have our advanced audience selection down here. You guys want full control over all of that. You're gonna leave all of this blank for now. We don't have any custom audiences or lookalike audiences to test just yet. Leave age and gender blank unless your product applies to a specific age or gender. So if only females are gonna be purchasing your product, then you'll wanna select women under gender, or if older people are gonna be purchasing your product, you'll wanna adjust the age ranges accordingly. Right here under detailed targeting is where we wanna start paying attention to. So since we're selling a dog product, we're interested in all the different dog interests. You guys can see you have dogs, dog grooming, dog walking, dog grooming, dog training, dog lovers. I'll select dog walking because if people are still interested in dog walking during this time of year and they're still walking their dogs, they'll be more inclined to purchase products like this weatherproof dog jacket to assist them on their walks. Scroll back up to the top where we called it ad set 1, and we're gonna change the name of our ad set to the name of our interest. So since we're testing dog walking under this interest, we'll rename it to that. Scroll back down to where we just were, and now we're gonna select our placements. I typically only show my ads on Facebook and Instagram feeds. So if you guys wanna copy that, just select manual placements, deselect all of these until you only have feed selected showing on Facebook and Instagram. That's all that we're interested in. And typically based on my own testing, this converts the best. When you guys are ready, click one ad at the top, and we're gonna start creating our actual ad for this campaign. Let's just go ahead and rename this something else. I'll just call this Creative 1. Now, if you guys are testing different images or videos against each other, you guys can duplicate this later on once we set up our first actual ad, and then we'll call that Creative 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on, depending on how many you guys wanna test. You're gonna select your Facebook page for your brand, as well as the Instagram page that you wanna advertise on. Scroll down a little bit. You guys want to select manual upload, single image or video. You guys do not want multi-advertiser ads on. That's just going to waste your ad budget. I don't recommend leaving that on. So for media, you guys want to select the image or the video that you're going to be running with for this creative. Obviously, this is the one that I made on Canva really quick, so we'll be using it for the purpose of testing in this video. Then you guys have your primary text right here, which is the copy that displays above your actual image or video on Facebook. So you guys can see all this text up here is displayed directly from this box. You guys can test different variations of copy. You guys can add text option right here, and it's gonna test your different variations against each other. And you guys can actually have ChatGPT and AI come up with all of this. I said, write a short Facebook ad primary text for a dog jacket. Didn't include any detail in that prompt, and it gave me a pretty good variation to test. If I didn't like that, I could click regenerate, and it will come up with unlimited variations of this copy. You guys can include more information about your winning product, and you guys wanna pay very close attention to details, but I just threw something together really quickly for demonstration purposes. Under here on headline and description, this is all the text that displays underneath your image or your video ad. So I said 5-star dog jacket to show the quality. And I said 50% sale ends tonight to touch on our actual offer. Your call to action right here, you always want it to be shop now. It's just this little button displayed down here. Right here for your website URL, you guys want to put in your product page where you want your customers to land to actually purchase your product from your website. You guys don't want to include your home page or about us page or anything other than your product page where your description is and where they can actually complete their purchase. You guys want to include the least amount of steps to make that sale to get the most amount of conversions. You guys have a display link down here if you guys want the text to display something different. So for our website URL, we have dogs.com. Display text, I have ilovemydog.com. So it's gonna show up as ilovemydog.com underneath your ad. So you guys can clean up some of your product page descriptions on here, or if your website URL is just like a simple bit.ly link, then scroll down. You guys wanna make sure your website pixel is selected down here so that Facebook can actually track all of your ads' performance and data. So once you guys have your first creative set up, if you guys have multiple images or videos that you wanna test against each other, you guys would select this little action menu right here, click duplicate, and then you'll rename it Creative 2 and set up your second ad. So once you guys have your first ad set made and all of the different creatives you wanna test against each other underneath that ad set, you guys wanna move back over to our first ad set, which is dog walking, and we're gonna duplicate it. So since each one of these ad sets is spending $10 a day, and our initial testing budget right here is $50 a day, you guys just simply want 4 more copies of this ad set. So click duplicate, select 4, and we're gonna move over to set up each one of these ad sets. So move over to the first copy that we have up here. You guys can see this says dog walking copy. It's a copy of the first ad set that we set up. Everything else is the same on here. But we want to change the interest that we're testing since we're testing interest against each other. So you guys can input more interests that are related to your product, or you guys can click suggestions down here and Facebook will suggest more interest to you based on the first one that we have. So we have dog park, dog grooming, dog behavior, dog training, dog toy, dog health, collar, food, and so on. You guys want to select interests that make sense for your product. So since we already have dog walking, we can select dog park. Since if anybody is taking their dog to dog park still, they're more likely inclined to purchase products like our dog jacket. So go up to the top, rename your ad set to be named after your new interest. We want to make sure we're testing one interest per ad set with a new interest for each. So moving over to the second one, we're going to do the same thing again. We'll click suggestions. We have dog park. We already selected that one. So let's try dog grooming. If people are grooming their dog, purchasing grooming products or taking them to the groomers, they're more caring pet owners and they're more likely to purchase this dog jacket. So we'll rename this one at the top, dog grooming, and we'll do it all again. We have two more interests down here that we have to go through and change. So let's click suggestions again. Now we have dog training, dog toy. I like dog toy. If you're purchasing dog toys for your dog, you're more likely to purchase accessories like this dog jacket. So we have dog walking. We'll call this one dog toy. And then we just have one more ad set that we have to go through and change. So click suggestions one more time. We'll do dog collar. If they're interested in purchasing dog collars, then they might want even more accessories like these jackets. So we'll rename that, call that dog collar. Now we have our campaign set up with all of our different ad sets, testing all of these different interests against each other. If you guys are testing multiple creatives, you would have multiple creatives under each ad set testing against each other. Now we're just gonna click publish down here at the bottom and let this run for a few days. So after 2 to 3 days of testing, you guys should have a good idea of which ad sets are performing and which ones are underperforming. If 3 days go by and one of these ad sets doesn't generate any purchases, let's say dog grooming, it spends your daily budget every single day, just wastes it and doesn't generate any sales, you guys will want to cut that and move on. You guys are not interested in scaling dog grooming any longer if it's not performing for you. But let's say dog park picks up and it starts performing very well. With that $10 daily budget, it generates, let's say, 2 sales a day. You guys can see that. Then you guys are interested in duplicating that into your scaling campaign. But once you guys have some ad sets that are actually generating sales and have some good performance, you guys can duplicate those into a new campaign. So let's say dog collar is doing good. Let's say dog park is doing good. Dog grooming is doing good, but dog walking and dog toy are your 2 underperformers. If we want to scale this into a new CBO, you guys will select the interests up here that are performing pretty well. You'll click duplicate. You guys want to select new campaign. You guys will call this, let's say, dog jacket scaling. We'll go CBO, $200 daily budget. This all depends on your daily budget. It's all customizable. You guys can do anything between $100 a day, $500 a day. You guys can go lower if you want, higher if you want. This is all customizable, but simply duplicate them into a new campaign like that. Once all of that is duplicated and ready to set up, we're gonna move over into our actual campaign setup up here. And like I mentioned earlier, you guys are gonna turn on advanced campaign budget, set your daily budget, simply click publish unless you guys are testing multiple creatives against each other and you have a clear winner. So say you guys have creative 1, 2, and 3. You guys are testing 3 different images against each other and creative 2 is the clear winner. It's generating a lot more sales compared to creative 1 and 3. You guys can cut creative 1 and 3 and only run with creative 2. But for the purpose of this video, we're gonna leave all of this blank and we're just gonna scale our winning ad sets. So once you guys have your new campaign budget set on the actual campaign level, you guys can click publish and let that run for a few days. If it keeps generating sales, you guys want to increase your budget by 20% every 2 to 3 days while it's still profitable. You now have my exact Facebook ad strategy for testing new products and scaling your winners. Let me know how this works for you. And if you guys are looking for products to sell, make sure to sign up for my winning product notifications link down below. And if you found any value in this video, consider leaving a like, sharing with others, and subscribing for more. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.